Hi everyone, welcome back to this short video. In this video, I'll be exploring my performance gains after I upgraded to a Core i7 3770K from a Core i5 2400. Without any further ado, let's jump right in. Alright, so for this video I benchmarked a total of 5 games. Minecraft, Euro Truck Simulator 2, BeamNG Drive, PC Building Simulator, and GTA 5. The test setup was the same except for the upgraded CPU and a better motherboard. I tested everything with 8GB of RAM and an HD 6970. First off, Minecraft. I usually use Badlion client, which comes with Optifine and a FPS boost mod. With the i5 I got an average FPS of 135 with 1% lows of 35 FPS and 0.1% lows of 15 FPS. With the i7 my FPS jumped to an average of 186 with 1% lows of 50 FPS and 0.1% lows of 31 FPS. I got a performance boost of about 37% in Minecraft. Time for the second game, Euro Truck Simulator 2. Before the upgrade I had an average FPS of 60 with 1% lows of 57 FPS and 0.1% lows of 26 FPS. After the upgrade however, my FPS dropped to an average FPS of 50 with 1% lows of 45 FPS and 0.1% lows of 30 FPS. The performance gain was weirdly enough non-existent, but one reason why could be that this game is pretty GPU intensive and that something was limiting the GPU. I don't have a good explanation though. BeamNG Drive got an average FPS of 36 on the i5 with 1% lows of 22 FPS and 0.1% lows of 20 FPS. Once again, with the i7 my average FPS did not go up but rather went down to 28 FPS with 1% lows of 23 FPS and 0.1% lows of 21 FPS. You can see that the GPU was having a 90% load on it, whilst the CPU had a load of about 15% on it, while if we go back to the i5 footage, you can see that the i5 was being stressed more heavily. PC Building Simulator got an average FPS of 43 with 1% lows of 24 FPS and 0.1% lows of 10 FPS on the i5, whilst after the upgrade my FPS did get up to an average of 44 FPS with 1% lows of 35 FPS and 0.1% lows of 10 FPS. Like you can see, the 1% lows were the most affected by the upgrade, getting increased by about 45%. A game that both stressed the i5 and the GPU was GTA 5. This was also the last game I tested. With the i5 I got an average FPS of 38 with 1% lows of 29 FPS and 0.1% lows of 22 FPS. After the upgrade my FPS increased to an average FPS of 47 with 1% lows of 39 FPS and 0.1% lows of 22 FPS. Now instead of the CPU load being around 100%, it's gone down to about 60. And that concludes this video. Now, was my upgrade to the i7 worth it? Absolutely. The i7 is not only a more powerful CPU than the i5, but it's a K model. That means that if I would want to, I could overclock it for some more performance gain. That being said, I did expect a bit of a higher FPS boost in games, but then again I'm probably getting bottlenecked by my GPU, so that's the next thing to upgrade. And with that, this video comes to an end. I know it was a bit of a shorter one, but I hope that you did enjoy it. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!